Hello everyone. Today we are going to see how to design a signature, that is 2D model in Maya 2018. Actually, you can do this in two ways. One is put your signature on a paper, scan it and import it in Maya. You can do this from here, view, image plane, import image. So from here you can select the image you want and just import. And the other way is, as you already know your signature, you can just place points freehand. So today I'm going to make signature using this second approach. So for that I'm selecting a curve, and so now I'm going to place control points as per my signature. So I'm starting here. Enter, then you'll get a curve. You can see we got a letter, but it is not very proper. So you can adjust this by going into the select the curve, go to the control vertex mode. Then you can see the points, control points. So by adjusting these control points, we can get a very smooth and exact shape we desire or intend. So for this, I'm going to select a point and just select the move tool here. So by moving this, I can in this way I can get the shape I actually want. So select the points which you think are not proper and adjust them. So by adjusting this, we can get a very smooth curve. So by selecting the points, I'm getting some good shape. So now it's a bit better than before, but you can still move the points. You can and get a very good shape. So you have to repeat this process until we get what we intend, and we can also adjust the size of the letter by selecting the points and going to the scale option. So by doing this, we can adjust the size. So in this way, we can complete our signature. So I've achieved my signature this way by following the previous process which I explained. So I've selected the white background here so that you can view better. So now going back to Maya, and now we are going to take a look at the beach chair which we designed. So I'm opening the image which I already have, sorry, Maya file which I already have, and I'll just show you some of the components and try to explain how we design. So this is a perspective view, and this is our beach chair. So to design this, we used polygons. So I started this using a polygon cube. So I started with this polygon cube. So I selected the polygon cube and scaled it up and rotated it in an angle of approximately 45 degrees. You can see that here. And then I just duplicated that polygon cube and I copied it here and I rotated it in a 135-degree angle, and from that we achieved these two polygons. And now I took another polygon cube, and with that I'm able to join these two polygons. So so this is the thing which we have discussed till now. So I got these three. So as I got a structure, so what I did is I duplicated all these three polygons and I just moved it further, so that from that I got these three polygons. So I got a structure here now. And I used two other polygons to join the two structures, so that I got a shape of the chair, a big chair. And then to get this cloth kind of thing, I've used polygon plane. So I've selected the height and width as 1 for this polygon cube, and then I scaled it up. And to get this wave-like structure, I've selected Encloth here. So you can find such things in FX tools here. So here we have an Encloth thing. So I've used that feature to get this wave kind of thing, and then I applied end constraint so that it can move. So this cloth can move up and down. So when you select this cloth, you can see this kind of blocks kind thing. So I got this by doing insert edge loop feature, and then I selected the material of this and cloth as t-shirt material, so that it looks more a cloth like feel and it will be soft and smooth. And then you can change the material and color of all these uh, polygons and cloth. So for example, to do that we have to create assign new material, select assign new material and select the type you wish to. Suppose I've selected Lambert, and here you can adjust the colors. So here you can select the color which you want, and the same with the encloth and other polygons as well. So this is how we designed a big chair. This chair is so light-weighted, so you can carry it anywhere and you can customize the color. So the material is an important material. It's like very so that it's a long lasting. You can use it in all the seasons. You can just put it outside and leave it as it is. So this is our beach chair. You can customize the color you want. And thank you.
Right, to design the indoor chair, as you can see, I've taken two reference images, one front view and one side view. Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna move this to the end of the plane. You can do this either by using move tool, like this, or you can just set the x-axis and the y-axis, like whichever axis you're working with, as -12 basically, and that moves the image to the the position we need. Now after we have done that, we're going to select the polygon cylinder tool and then adjust the inputs based on our needs. And now I'm gonna switch the view so that I can look at it from sideways and adjust where I want to put my cylinder in so I can make the legs of the chair. So now I'm just gonna use move tool and scale tool to make sure that my polygon cylinder fits my reference image perfectly. I'm just gonna fast forward this, and now I'm gonna switch to my perspective view so I can have a better look at this. So now I'm gonna select the face selection tool and select 4 opposite faces so I can extrude them and make the legs. Again, I'm gonna fast forward this so you guys can see the final result. As you can see, I've used the extrude tool. Now I'm gonna switch to another view and just again make sure that everything fits perfectly with the reference image. So now I'm gonna press F3 on keyboard to smoothen it out and check if there is any inconsistency. As you can see, and now I can move the edges according to my needs, like if there is any inconsistency or if there is any surface curve that I don't like, so I can add another edge basically using insert edge loop, and that fixes that problem. Alright, the chair legs are now almost done. Now what we can do is we can select this object and put this on a layer and name that layer as whatever we want. So basically we can put different objects on different layers. This gives us all the benefit that comes with modularity. As you can see, I have hidden this layer. That's because I like to work in an basically whenever I'm making a new object, I like to keep my workspace clean. You can choose to keep your object visible if you want to. Now what I'm gonna do is to make the body of the chair, I'm gonna use the polygon cube tool and insert a cube, and then I'm gonna delete the front and the top face so it looks like an empty box to sit in basically. And now I'm gonna open the image plane, and then I'm gonna adjust the scale of it using the scale tool so that the width and the height of my polygon cube matches the width and the height of my chair. Alright, so this is a very important part. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to the control vertex mode and I'm gonna select individual vertices to make sure that the square, the polygon cube that we made covers the body of our chair in the perfect way. This step is a little bit hectic, as you can see, but we have to make sure that each and every point basically covers the entire reference image. We can also select the edges using the edge select tool and rotate as per our convenience. We just have to make sure that in the end our polygon should exactly fit our reference image, because switching over to perspective view, we can see our chair look like this, and we can press F3 on the keyboard to check the smoothened out edges. How would it look after we smooth it out? The next step would be I would select all the faces in this polygon and then increase the thickness. Now this would give me a outline, like if we increase the thickness of each face, it looks something like this. The next step which I'm gonna perform is I'm gonna open the front view of the chair, and from here, this step is actually very important. Like if you are making any symmetrical object, what you would want to do is you would want to duplicate, use the mirror duplicate function, because what that gives us, it gives us a symmetrical image. So I'm gonna select one half of the image, delete it, and then mirror duplicate the other half of the image. Now switching back to the perspective view and once again smoothing the entire object using the F3 key just to check is our how does the chair body looks. And I'm gonna unhide my chair legs so I can see how do they go together. And now to make the cushion of the chair, I'm gonna again put one polygon cube and then scale it, move it to fit the entire cube in the chair. So the chair is almost done. Now what we can do is we can select the layer or select the faces, and using the assign material tool we can assign the material that we want. Maya gives us the option to assign n number of materials. We can download new materials if we want to. So based on our customer request we can assign and render the final product in whatever material that has been given to us. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna render it. I'm using the Arnold render for this. Now, as you can see, the rendering takes time because it's a very GPU heavy process. I'm just gonna fast forward it. So the chair is now done. Hope you guys liked the video. Thank you.